Methane may be invisible, but its impact on the planet is enormous. It is over 80 times more potent than carbon dioxide in trapping heat, and much of it in Nigeria comes from poorly managed waste dumps. With the solid waste sector identified as a major source of methane emissions, these experts, policymakers, and environmental actors are working with partners to advance coordinated climate action that would tackle methane emissions from dump sites.
We have identified the key actors in Nigeria, bring them to one table so that we can begin to work towards what we call a national action plan that will recognize the reduction of methane from the solid waste sector such that it can be properly captured in the nationally determined contribution report 3.0.
This Abuja gathering had two main goals: to present key insights from the data mapping of climate actors in Nigeria, identifying who is doing what in the climate space to strengthen collaboration, eliminate duplication, and build a unified front for climate action, and to officially launch the multi-solving action for methane reduction in Nigeria project.
Everyone is coming on board to look at how we can create a database. Nigeria does not have a database. When we started in Ocean State, we struggled because we had no data, and we had to start with mapping. We had to map our assets and then map our needs too. Rather than have landfills and also have dumping sites, we're looking at how we can source waste from the source, then which is within the agricultural sector, which I think accommodates accounts for about 40% of emissions from that sector.
However, a lot still needs to be done on implementing our action plans on climate change. We have in place a national adaptation plan for climate change, but how far are we implementing the actions in them? We need to be able to ensure that we go to the sub-regional level and carry along the states.
Nigeria, a signatory to the Global Methane Pledge, has committed to reducing methane emissions by 30% by 2030. Experts say the time for coordinated action is now.
In Nigeria, we just submitted our NDC 3.0 to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, which is our commitment to reducing emission from our own side. Now, a major content in that NDC 3.0 is in the area of agriculture. From agriculture, we are looking at the issue of methane, because from agricultural practices, of course, we generate more methane. Because we discussed there, we try to get more knowledge and try to get multilateral agreements, bilateral agreement as well, so that we come back here and try to put these things in action.
The stakeholders' engagement was convened by the Office of the Special Assistant to the President on Climate Change Matters in collaboration with Sustainable Research and Action for Environmental Development, STRADEV, Nigeria. Nkoli Omodu, AIT News, Abuja.